But let's start with what is happening in the United States of America, where Donald Trump's executive orders have stirred up a storm, especially the freeze on federal funding that Trump ordered on Monday. Now, in a matter of days, the White House has retracted a memo ordering the freeze to end the confusion. So as soon as Trump ordered the funding to be suspended, critics and opposition raised an immediate outcry, with many confused about who the order specifically applies to. Now, within 48 hours, a federal judge halted the order shortly before it was to take effect. Now, over 24 Democrat attorney generals had earlier said that they are suing to stop the administration from implementing the fund freeze. Now, many have argued that the White House memo is written in such a way that it is barely understandable. The Democrat senators and representatives from the lower house have called it unconstitutional. Now, Trump's decision to freeze funding for federal aid programs could, of course, disrupt education, healthcare, poverty programs, housing assistance, disaster relief, and several other initiatives that depend on federal dollars. Meanwhile, the U.S. president has signed a fresh wave of orders. Trump has signed an executive order to combat anti-Semitism that specifically targets individuals who are described as pro-Palestinian activists, including student protesters who had protested against the Israeli war on the Gaza Strip. Now, the order instructs the federal agencies to explore ways to deport what are described as resident aliens, such as students who have valid visas, who may have engaged in pro-Palestinian protests to bring the Israeli war on the Gaza Strip to an end. Last year, the department and agency leaders had been required to provide recommendations to the White House within 60 days. The order instructs the Department of Justice to investigate into what is described as pro-Hamas graffiti and intimidation, including incidents on college campuses. It also allows for the cancellation of student visas of those who broke the law during protests calling for peace. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.